it's so important to keep the conversation going in different ways.
Welcome to Subject to Change, a sustainability podcast.
Who is somebody who's inspired you?
It doesn't matter I almost said my age. At my age or when I was a kid, it's Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall is the one where as a child, there was no doubt in my mind, I was going to Africa or I was going to the jungle or I was going to do something in what I used to run around and say, save the world. And it was because of her. And years ago, she came to Buffalo and I met her. And when I met her and I was able to talk to her, probably in a very trembling voice, I'm sure, if I can recollect correctly. And I told her that I hadn't gotten to Africa yet, but that she was my hero and that I would get there. And she gave me a nice little tap on the shoulder. And she said, you will get there. Putting pressure on political systems, putting pressure on companies, making sure that change happens. That to me is one of the most important things, because if we don't do something about reducing our dependence on fossil fuels and everything that goes along with that, that's where we see whether it's an equity issue, it's an education issue, water scarcity, agriculture, it doesn't matter. It all is going to stem from that. And as individuals, we should be doing as much as we can on a personal basis to reduce our impacts and educate our kids, right? Because you never know who the next policymaker is. But we need to continue to put that pressure on. And that includes where we put our money, right? So if you're in your 401s and your investments, you need to make sure that pressure stays so that the companies who want to stay competitive understand that this is where the market is going to drive them to be and where they need to be.
This has been Subject to Change, a sustainability podcast.
I love it. I love when we do this because I take something away. I take more than one something away every single, I write notes.
It was my pleasure. I was honored that you asked me to be on it. Like I said, I think it's things like this that make a difference. That are great.